So, as you might know, Minecraft is currently the best-selling game of all time, which is actually pretty crazy if you think about it. It was only released in, well, 2009, and since Minecraft is so popular, there are a multitude of rip-offs of knockoffs of Minecraft. But I am a Terraria veteran since 2014, so I decided to look through and find some Terraria knockoffs. And I found some. The plan in this video is that we continuously get worse and worse until we get the game that is so bad that it's not even really a game. There are timestamps, so if you want to skip to the last game, you could. But I don't know, I wouldn't do that if I were you, because I love to watch the whole video. Number 1, the least weird and I guess best knockoff is uCraft. You might think this is a Minecraft knockoff, but I dispute this. It's too much like Terraria. When I found the game, when I went to the developers page, there are 2 versions of uCraft, a free version and a paid version. I don't know who would be paying for uCraft. Now, when I went to actually create a world, I found something weird. There was a map selection box at the left side, Flatlands, Gasmere, Brayer's Glen, or Wondermere. I tried some of those out. Doesn't really change a lot in the game. One of them, it didn't load at all, it just crashed the game. The other one, Flatlands, was, you know, completely flat, no trees. What a shock. Wonder was a snow biome, literally the whole world was a snow biome. And the last one, Grasfur, was the normal map. Now when I went to play the game, there is an annoying banner at the top. Now the textures are weirdly low res, considering not only the character sprite, but all the other mob and entity sprites were much higher quality than the block sprites and the background sprites. It's really weird, I don't know how that happened. The lighting, it's so strange. When I first entered the world, under me, there was, honestly, it looked like a black image over it. There wasn't a gradient going from light to dark. No, it was just light and then suddenly black. It looked like there was just a black image and it was rounded. Like, it wasn't like the block was black. It was like there was a image on top of it that was black. But not only that, when it turned to nighttime, the background got darker. It did. But the foreground where you actually play didn't get darker. It was the same brightness. Now the music in this game is really sad, unnecessarily sad. I don't know why they decided to make the music so sad, but I have a good thing to say. The sound effects were shockingly good. This makes utterly no sense. So the block placing. So when I first placed the block, when I went too close to it, it went slightly transparent. Its opacity just lessened. There's also a zoom bar at the corner you might have seen. It doesn't go all the way out. Oh, I can't. Wait, I want to move it lower. Wait, I can't move it. Another bonus of this game is that it actually has other skins. That's right. I have a pumpkin skin later on. Cool. That's nice. The second worst Terraria Rip-Off that I found was called Terrablock. One of the first things that I felt when I entered the game, is the vibe of the whole game is just so weird. I hate using this word. Oh my god, what the hell? Now the character sprite is very weird. It looks like its design was meant for a completely different game. But I gotta say, the graphics themselves were pretty good. Now, the music that plays in this game, there is music, so that's pretty cool. It's copyright-free music, some from Kevin MacLeod, which, if you ever made a YouTube video, you probably know who it is. Now, the music occasionally just randomly cuts out, and when you go between mines, which there's different music in different mines, which is actually pretty good attention to detail, but cuts out instead of fading like it would in Terraria. If you're wishing with a game with fantastic sound effects, well, this game doesn't have any. Now, this game is really empty. It's pretty boring. There's just no mobs. The only way I found entities is by going underground, and there was a zombie and a skeleton in the same style as the character sprite, but the mob AI was are horrendous. They could sense you through blocks, even if you're completely hidden, which is not a thing that mobs can do in Terraria. Not only that, but their AI is horrendous. In Terraria, usually, when you're over a enemy, instead of them standing right under you, they move around. It's a lot better than what happens in this game. They get stuck there and they shake violently from left to right. There you go, that was Terrablock. Don't play the game. And finally, the last and worst, I'm calling it the worst, but here's the thing. In my opinion, it was the best. Definitely the most entertaining. Terracraft. How do you think Terracraft felt? Well, pretty darn bad. So when you boot the game up, there is a loading screen and a transition, which I know is built into some game engines. Now the character sprite is very blurry and also very small, about 1 block tall. Even though your character sprite is very small compared to the rest of the game, you jump like crazy. Now the rest of the game, the rest of the graphics are not good. All the sprites for everything else looks like you could have got it straight off of a stock image site. Like, it looks like something that you'd find on Scratch. This is probably my favorite part of the game. There was a bunny. That bunny loved to move. Now, there is no sound in this game, so that's a big minus. No music, no sound effects, but I'm pretty sure the crazy bunny makes up for that. You may have noticed this. There's fish in your inventory, but you can't eat. There is an FPS counter, like, right in the top right corner. I don't know why that's there. When you enter the inventory, there is a big, massive white box covering the screen. You can fix this by moving an item around. I don't know why the glitch happens. Now, this is something that's just, funny. Mushrooms grow on trees. Which I know it's a game and it doesn't have to be necessarily realistic, but it's just funny to me that mushrooms grow on trees. You can't get hurt in this game. Mobs maybe hurt you. I don't know, because I've never seen any. But there was also no night. I waited a while and there's no night at all. There's just nothing. There's no night. This is a weird thing, but you can break blocks through other blocks. Not how Terraria works, but how this game works. You can break blocks in this game like crazy. You click on a block and it just instantaneously just poof, explodes. It's gone. I tried mining to like the underworld. I didn't get there. I mean, maybe I did, I don't know, but when I got to the bottom, I broke the block underneath me, I fell through the ground, and the game crashed. Now, this last game, I found something special. In the middle of the forest, I found this wonderful CD that I'm pretty sure says Terraria, or maybe it says Ternial, I don't know, but it says something, so I'm gonna put it in my computer. This is the stupidest thing I've ever done, but I have an antivirus, it's alright. Can you hear my disk drive? There is something on it.